President Donald Trump has made reclaiming Afghanistan's Bagram Air Base a key geopolitical priority of his second term, with the commander-in-chief publicly demanding that the Taliban return control of the sprawling facility to the United States. The push represents a significant shift in American foreign policy toward Afghanistan and underscores broader strategic concerns about China's growing influence in Central Asia. The strategic imperative behind Bagram. Trump's fixation on Bagram stems from what he perceives as both a strategic blunder and a lost opportunity to counter China's rising power. During a joint press conference with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer in September 2025, Trump revealed that the United States was trying to get it back and emphasized the base's proximity to Chinese nuclear facilities. One of the reasons we want the base is, as you know, it's an hour away from where China makes its nuclear weapons, Trump declared, directly linking the facility to America's broader China containment strategy. The president has consistently criticized the Biden administration's handling of the 2021 Afghanistan withdrawal, describing the abandonment of Bagram as giving away one of the biggest air bases in the world for nothing. Trump claims that his original withdrawal plan would have retained control of the base, stating in his first cabinet meeting of his second term that we were going to keep Bagram not because of Afghanistan but because of China. Understanding Bagram's military significance. Bagram Air Base represents far more than just another military installation. Located approximately 60 kilometers north of Kabul in Afghanistan's Parwan province, the facility served as the largest U.S. military base in the country during America's 20-year war effort. Built by the Soviet Union in the 1950s, Bagram became a critical hub for intelligence gathering, counter-terrorism operations, and regional power projection. The base's infrastructure is formidable. It features a 3.6-kilometer runway constructed of heavy concrete and steel capable of handling large military aircraft, including bombers and cargo planes. At its peak in 2012, Bagram accommodated over 100,000 U.S. military personnel and included extensive facilities such as hospitals, detention centers, and command structures. Strategically, Bagram's location offers unparalleled advantages for monitoring regional activities. The base provides surveillance capabilities over Russian movements in Central Asia, Iranian activities to the west, and, crucially, China's Belt and Road Initiative projects. For Washington, controlling Bagram meant maintaining a vital intelligence goldmine for signals intelligence and aerial surveillance across a vast stretch of Eurasia. The China factor. Trump's emphasis on China reflects genuine strategic concerns about Beijing's nuclear buildup in Xinjiang province. China's been rapidly expanding its nuclear capabilities, with satellite imagery revealing the construction of hundreds of underground missile silos near Hami in Xinjiang and ongoing expansions at the Lop Nur nuclear test site. The Pentagon estimates China possessed approximately 600 operational nuclear warheads as of mid-2024, with projections suggesting this could reach 1,000 warheads by 2030. The proximity of Bagram to these facilities makes it strategically invaluable for American intelligence operations. Located less than 800 kilometers from Afghanistan's border with Xinjiang, Bagram would provide the U.S. with an ideal vantage point to monitor China's nuclear activities and military developments. Trump's claim is that the base is an hour away from Chinese nuclear sites, while potentially hyperbolic, underscores the real strategic value of the location. China's been deeply concerned about Trump's Bagram ambitions. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Lin Jian warned that stirring up tension and confrontation in the region will not be supported, emphasizing that Afghanistan's future should rest with the Afghan people. Beijing views any American return to Bagram as a direct threat to its expanding influence in Central Asia and its Belt and Road Initiative's objectives. Diplomatic efforts and Taliban resistance. According to the Wall Street Journal, the Trump administration has been engaged in preliminary discussions with the Taliban about potentially re-establishing a limited U.S. military presence at Bagram. These talks, led by Special Envoy for Hostage Response Adam Bowler, encompass broader diplomatic objectives, including prisoner exchanges, economic arrangements, and security components. However, the Taliban has firmly rejected Trump's demands. Chief Taliban spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid dismissed the proposals, urging the U.S. to adopt policies of realism and rationality, and emphasizing that Afghanistan's independence and territorial integrity remain paramount. Taliban officials have consistently maintained that no foreign military presence will be tolerated on Afghan soil, viewing such demands as violations of the 2020 Doha Agreement. Taliban Defense Ministry Chief of Staff Fasahuddin Fitrat was even more direct, stating that a deal over even an inch of Afghanistan soil is not permissible. This resistance reflects the Taliban's foundational opposition to foreign military presences and their desire to maintain sovereignty over Afghan territory. Regional implications and challenges. Trump's Bagram ambitions face significant obstacles beyond Taliban resistance. Regional powers, particularly China and Russia, have vested interests in preventing any American return to Central Asia. Expert Bill Roggio from the Foundation for Defense of Democracies warned that the Chinese would come down hard if the U.S. attempted to regain control of Bagram, noting that both China and Russia view American presence in the region as directly threatening their interests. The economic dimension adds another layer of complexity. China has been cultivating closer ties with the Taliban, offering integration into the Belt and Road Initiative and promising substantial mining investments. These economic initiatives provide the Taliban with alternatives to American engagement and reduce their motivation to accommodate U.S. demands. Current and former U.S. officials have privately warned that reoccupying Bagram could require over 10,000 soldiers along with advanced air defense systems, essentially resembling a re-invasion of Afghanistan. Such a commitment would represent a dramatic reversal of America's withdrawal from the country and could reignite conflict in the region.